Всем привет! Welcome back everyone, I'm Kazak, and today I wanted to talk about the 6B13, the assault body armor from the Zabralo line of vests. So, let's start with a bit of history. What is the Zabralo line? Zabralo, literally translating to visor, like you would have on an assault helmet for special forces units, was a project for rearming the Russian army in the late 90s, and some of the vests were also made in the 2000s. So the basic idea of it was to replace the older lines of body armor systems like the 6B3, 6B4 and 6B5 with a more modernized vests. This resulted in the creation of vests, specifically 6B11, light vests for artillery crews and such, 6B12 vests for the just regular infantry and most soldiers, as well as the 6B12-1 vests, which were a prototype for what would later become the 6B13. This one, like this one I'm wearing right now. So I'm going to put a photo of the 6B12-1 prototype. It was made by CVM Armacom. Yes, the company known for making modern 6B47 helmets. The 6B13 has been manufactured by both CVM Armacom as well as NPF Tichincom, but also Tichincom was the only manufacturer of the plates for this vest, which we will talk about later. So, with the basic history of how it was developed having said, these vests went into production around the year 2000, and let's talk about the features. Starting with the outside look, the vests were made in at least a few colors, specifically the likes of Flora and Yeomer, which I will put the photos of, as well as the 6B12-1 prototype having a unique color. Now let's talk about the actual features of the cover. The cover features are not adjustable but foldable neck protector. The front area of this vest is very unique because of the plate socket, the plate pocket being sitting outside of the main cover. It's not detachable, it's just made this way. Shoulders feature these pillows, very similar to the 6B45, some might say, which I will explain later. As well as here, these soft blocks, both of them play the role of holding up your equipment, like the 6-92 vests. These were designed to be used in conjunction with, as well as your rifle sling. Of course, later on, these vests were also used with other kinds of load-bearing systems, like the 6-104, as well as the 6-112. We can see this Velcro element is made to hold your folded collar. The cummerbunds attached to the main front panel with these metal hooks. These straps here are tied to the adjustment system of the sides. If we go to the back, we can find more of these straps. As you can see, the pockets for the back plates, there are two pockets. We will talk about the ballistic protection soon. And this is pretty much the vest. It's quite a simple design from the outside, and we will go over what's inside very soon. Okay, I have removed the vest in the meantime, and yeah, from the outside of the cover, this has been pretty much everything. One thing to note, these pillows have Velcro on the bottom, which I really have no idea where it's supposed to even attach to. But if we take a look from the inside, we can see that the vest features integrated cup pads, pillows, klimatnej amortyzacyjnej podpory, climate shock absorbing pads. Basically, you know how it works. the vest doesn't sit directly on your body, you're not going to be sweating as much. Let's add as much, because you are still going to be sweating if you're wearing this in hot weather. And it also makes it so will take the hit from the impact of a bullet. The bullet impact, if your plate is going to bulge this way, this is going to take some of the impact. You're not going to be hit as heavily. Sadly, my vest does not have tags. You would have a tag here and a tag here. Mine does not. It also has been repaired in some bits. And speaking of those repairs, let's talk about something, which is taking the vest apart if you ever need to do that. If you've taken apart a 6B23, this may seem similar. You also have to undo the collar, and then bam, your vest is split into two parts. We have the front panel only, as well as the back panel, which is connected to the cummerbunds. And building it back is literally the same. Just put these two together, connect the Velcro, which I'm going to do off camera, so it's more comfortable for me. In addition, I forgot to add that these panels which open is also another place where you can do some adjustments. Now let me show you, or try to show you, the working mechanism of these pillows. For the demonstration, I'm just going to have a rifle, not a load-bearing setup, but it should show you this, I guess, the basic idea of it. I'm also not sure if my sling setup is going to be working well with it. Simply because I do not wear the sling in recommended ways, in the ways that you're supposed to be wearing it, as laid out in any kind of manual. Right now I use the AK-12 sling in a form as a one-point sling, mimicking a setup I have seen some soldiers do. So, as you can see, it may be sliding around here. If you put it here, it may slide to this place, but it is going to be held by the pillows, at least a little bit. In addition, these would hold up your load-bearing setup. Probably it would be a better idea to show that, but I do not own a 6x92 or 6x104. Honestly, the AK and the showcase maybe of these pads is not something that I planned. I just randomly thought to grab an AK and try to show you how it works, so it wasn't thought out if it's gonna work or not. Okay, so now we go into the most interesting part, which is the ballistic protection of the vest. So, as the only from the Zabralo line, the 6B13 features sewn in TOSVM DG aramid fibers. This is not Kevlar. The name of the fabric is TOSVM DG, and well, where it's sewn in. The protective areas are neck, chest, stomach, sides, and back. In addition, being an assault vest, it's supposed to have a lot of protection of the vital areas. For this reason, this vest comes with Granite 4 ceramic composite plates, or panels if you want, providing ballistic protection of the level 4, of class 4. The plates are this funny shape, diamond shape, like on the front, and two plates, lower and top one, on the back. In addition, there also exists a set of plates called Granite 4 RS, which provide ballistic protection to the class 6. I do not have neither the standard Granite 4 or Granite 4 RS plates. I'm sorry for that. I had the possibility, I still probably have the possibility to get them. It's just financial constraints. I'm sorry. I will try to do better on some other videos. In addition, I want to share a video, a clip from the channel Visually VLUD of some people shooting the Granite 4 RS plate with 7.62x54 or B32, which is an armor-piercing bullet.
Гранит 4 РС 6 класса 2003 года, керамика. Патрон Б-32, 7,62 на 54. Пробития нет. Еще раз. Б-32 еще раз по плите Гранит 4. Сквозное. И еще раз. Патрон Б-32 еще раз по плите Гранит 4. Не взяла, либо боком ушла. Непонятно.
Now for the future of these vests, or the second part of its history. So, despite the 6B23 offering an assault variant with the 6B23-2, it seems these vests have continued to be manufactured and continued to be in service after the 6B23 series adoption. The 6B23-1 replaced the 6B12, but the 6B13 has continued to see quite some usage afterwards. This is why it is the only one from the Zabralo line which was ever made in YMR, because it was continued to be made after 2008. In addition, later a modified, modernized 6B13M version came out, which featured MOLLE, or to be precise, UMTBS straps, and the pocket for the front plate was integrated into the main body. So later this 6B13M variant continued to be developed, and what was created from it was was first the prototypes for the 6B43, and later of course the production version of 6B43, and of course the Ratnik 6B45. It means that those vests are an evolution of the 6B13. Interestingly, the 6B43 had removable soft armor inserts, while the 6B45 again has sewn-in soft armor inserts. In the case of the 6B45, that's Rusara. So, with this being said, now we go into a very interesting part of this video, which is the usage of this vest's combat history. So, of course, we would have the conflict in South Ossetia with the Russian peacekeepers. I have seen some of these vests. These have seen sporadic usage with, of course, some other units. I will put a photo. I believe I had a photo of the 56th Brigade at that time, where at least one soldier was wearing the 6B13. These vests continued to see usage even in basically in 2016, they were slowly being replaced by Ratnik body armor with the whole Ratnik kit, but apparently around 2017 they could still be seen with some more rear line units. That does not mean that it wouldn't have an appearance later, because after the beginning of the special military operation I have seen one Russian soldier wearing a 6B13, and I will put the photo on the screen. I believe the photo is from Kharkov region, and interestingly enough the vest is in Flora, like the one I'm wearing right now. But I'm jumping over the big elephant in the room, and that is, of course, we have to leave Russia for a second and talk about a different country, which is the Donetsk People's Republic. After the 2014 Maidan coup, Donbass didn't want to be part of Ukraine. They wanted either autonomy or independence. Independence came, and some soldiers of the United Armed Forces of Novorossiya, specifically of the 1st Donetsk Army Corps, have used 6B13 vests. Specifically, those would be mostly the Separate Guards Assault Battalion Somali.
Куда ты налево? Ты вправо бежишь, он влево. Ты выбегаешь, поднимаешь и сразу пошел. Оружие не отпускай. Группа готов. Готов. Группа движения. Шире только берите сразу. Против! И... Пошли. Лево-низ. Право-вверх. Сошли. Стыл.
Право-вверх!
Право-вверх.
Лево-вниз!
Лево-вниз.
As well as one photo, I'll put it somewhere on the screen, of a soldier from the Separate Guards Reconnaissance Battalion Sparta, which is why I'm wearing Sparta patches right now. I do not have Somali patches yet, I'm working on it. And of course, after the special military operation began, and specifically in the Donetsk People's Republic, we could see soldiers of the 1st Battalion Tactical Group Somali, which is another name for the Somali battalion, using these vests. Specifically, we could see a large number of these vests used during the Battle of Mariupol, as laid out in the documentary At the Edge of the Abyss by the great director Maxim Fadiev. We could see a lot of these vests being used, and that is probably the most extensive place where you can see where you can find 6B13 vests in usage. With all this being said, I believe we have come to an end for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, share your thoughts and questions in the comments below. As for why am I doing videos about 6B13 and not about Ratnik stuff, as some may ask, and I guess there is a chance to see comments like that because people comment before watching the entire video. So, in short, I basically went over most of the Ratnik stuff that I have, and I'm moving over to some other topics from just stuff that I have. You have to remember, this is my channel, and I make content about what I want to do, and the 6B13 I find to be one of the most pleasing to the eye pieces of gear ever created. I am a big fan of this body armor, I love it. I have wanted one for a very long time. I have one for some future projects as well. It's going to be great. And there will be more videos about Ratnik stuff as well. Of course, a video about the 6B45 is planned. Same about 6B47. Other stuff, 6B23, which is not Ratnik, I will cover as well in the future when I can just get to do that. As you can see, I'm still recording on the background of just EMR. I still do not have really a way to go to like a forest to record my stuff yet, which I am working on as well. Maybe we can get back to that next month. It will also depend on the weather. And if it gets colder, I will make some videos about winter uniforms and colder related items. We've also seen some stuff about the PLI recently. I've posted, which you can expect more. We are getting to that topic as well. I want to cover that. And again, this is my channel. I want to do that, so I'm going to do. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, rant over. I believe this really is everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sadly, I do not have plates for this vest again. It would be awesome if I could have them to show you, and I hope to see you again next week.